Well, police union POPCRU is urging its members to get vaccinated against COVID-19, and the drive to get SAPS officers inoculated officially kicks off today. Now, over 180,000 members are expected to get the jab. But for more on this, the union's Richard Mamabolo speaks to us now all the way from right here in Johannesburg. Mr. Mamabolo, good to have you and good morning to you. The 5th of July 2021 is the D-Day, of course, for SAPS members to get vaccinated. In your opinion, though, is it long overdue or is it timely?
Yes, indeed, it's long overdue, but we do welcome the fact that the process is starting. However, I think since the beginning of the lockdown, it has been quite clear that members of the SAPS would obviously have to do a lot of work. And of course, we have seen them obviously ensuring that they ensure that people obey the lockdown rules. So we've been participating within steering committees wherein we would argue that they need to be vaccinated, of course, as part of the first groups. But however, we are glad that the process has finally come to start. And today, of course, we'll be seeing the first uniform member of the SAPS, who is the National Commissioner, being vaccinated. And then the rollout across the country will be starting on Thursday. So our members are quite excited about it. I think the history of the effects of the pandemic have been well documented amongst our members. We've been having about 31,000 members who have been infected so far, and over 670 have passed away. So it brings quite a huge relief to our members, especially now that we're on the third wave, and of course a lot of work is expected from them. So our members are actually happy about it. We encourage all of them to actually go out in their numbers and ensure that they are vaccinated.
I mean, there's still a sense of, COVID vaccine hesitancy in South Africa, and I'm sure the SAPS members are not immune to this, at least some of them, still probably having questions, not being sure about the vaccine, especially the Delta variant, whether or not the vaccine will be able to effectively, of course, work against this Delta variant. What is your message, or rather, I suppose, opinion of those who might say, listen, all fair and well, we understand that we've lost some of our colleagues, we understand how this variant is ramping through South Africa and the world, but still, we're not sure if we'll get the jab. How do you then deal with that and those concerns?
Look, there have been a lot of negative reports, we must agree. And of course, what we have done as a union has been to obviously engage our members in different provinces about the benefits of actually vaccinating. So as much as it's a voluntary decision that a member would make, but we're convinced that by now, through the information that we've shared with our members, a lot of them are really committed they have committed to that they will be vaccinating. I think the other factor has been the fact that police members are obviously community members. They've been seeing a lot of their relatives pass away. And of course, the fact that we've got over 31,000 members who had been infected, a lot of them would know better that the only the option they would have is to obviously ensure that they do vaccinate, which would obviously improve their chances of health. We want a healthy SAPS that would obviously be able to offer the kind of services that are needed for South Africans. So our members, we are definitely convinced that they are willing to be vaccinated.
I suppose, Mr. Mamabolo, you're also calling for this because, as previously spoken to other members of the SAPS or even unions, you are on the front lines every single day. Not only are you there trying to ensure that the rule of law is obliged by South Africans, but there is still contact with those that you have to apprehend as far as the SAPS is concerned, with those that you have to arrest, having to, obviously do your work 24/7 around the clock. Just give us a brief picture on the ground to what the SAPS go through every single day in ensuring the rule of law during this lockdown.
Yes, our members are expected to man roadblocks. Of course, they work under uncontrolled conditions as opposed to what you would have with those who work within prisons or classrooms, So they're exposed to the virus on a regular basis, in fact, more than any other frontline workers. So that is why the infection rate has been so high and increasing drastically. So our members, of course, there was a bit of the morale was quite low, really, to be honest with you. And I think in the past week, when we did announce that they'll be getting their jabs from during this week, so there has been some level of excitement because they know that their work is more of a contact. They have to obviously have a lot of contact with the people that they are dealing with. So it brings quite a huge relief for them.
We have to leave it there, but thank you for talking to us. POPCRU spokesperson Richard Mamabolo, thank you for your time calling there for the SAPS members to guard in their numbers today and get vaccinated.